the longest-running esports show in history. If you were a PC gamer in the mid to late 90s, you most likely played a real-time strategy game. The real-time strategy genre, also known as RTS, had a diverse selection of games during that time period. To name a few, there was Command & Conquer, Dune 2, and Total Annihilation. However, one stood out above the rest: StarCraft. Not only did StarCraft dominate the rest, but its tournament, the Global Starcraft League, literally dominated the whole esports scene. It also happens to be the longest running show in the history of esports. Today, on Esports Now, we'll talk about the GSL's rise, its history, storylines, and interesting facts. Asia experienced a severe economic downturn in 1997, a crisis that started in Thailand and eventually spread to several other nations, including Indonesia and South Korea. Many workers in South Korea were looking for a new source of income after losing their jobs. Some people found relief in spending money to start internet cafes, or PC bangs as they were known in Korea. Following StarCraft's release, PC bang owners who were impressed by the game's quality decided to download it and play it. This sparked the beginning of a craze and an era. This led intelligent television executives to label the game as extremely popular in Korea. Building a network around a game was nothing new. In the nation, there was a sizable television audience for the traditional game Go. Televised StarCraft matches only served to broaden the game's appeal. Nearly half of the nearly 10 million copies of StarCraft that were ultimately sold worldwide were in South Korea alone. The release of StarCraft 2 took a while. The first game was released by Blizzard in 1998. The sequel wasn't revealed until 2007. Blizzard had expanded during that time. For a worldwide invitational event, Blizzard rented out the Olympic Park in Korea in 2007. They made the StarCraft 2 confirmation at this event. When it was released in 2010, StarCraft 2 received a lot of positive reviews. It enjoyed considerable esports popularity, much like its predecessor around the time. However, there was also a change in the definition of what it meant to be a professional gamer. The StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void tournament, the Global Starcraft League GSL, was held in September 2010 and was co-hosted by Africa TV and Blizzard. This event was broadcasted twice a week. It was hosted by GOM EXP, formerly GOM TV, until the 2015 season finale. Two leagues, Code S, a major league, and Code A, a minor league, are present for the competition. The annual tournament known as Sponsorship League is held several times. The top 32 players in Korea compete in the major league, Code S. Code S's winner is crowned the GSL champion. The 32-player minor league is called Code A. Code A's winner entry qualifies for Code S. Up and down matches are played between groups of 5 players made up of the top 7 Code A players and the bottom 8 Code S players. In order to address some problems that have arisen in Code S and Code A, it was announced that the format would change for the 2011 GSL November season. A chart was later released to show the new format. Players in Code S immediately dropped to Code A in the new format, which is a dual tournament format with double elimination, 4-player groups. Players in Code S must continue to play if they want to move back up to Code S. There won't be a Code A champion. Thanks to the new GSL format, the tournament format was slightly altered for the 2012 tour, which led to a longer season and minor changes to the prize money in Code A. There will only be 5 GSL tournaments in the entire year because of the lengthened season. The GSL format is constantly changing, and it is updated in accordance with esports trends and the passage of the game. In order to try to meet the requirements for Code A, GOM TV used to run a house for a group of foreign residents. There was room for up to 8 players in the house. Players are responsible for getting to the GOM house, but GOM TV paid for everything else besides food. In addition, a player exchange program between the tournaments was announced by Major League Gaming and GOM TV. The tournament was won by Moon MMA Songwon. while the other invites placed 2nd, 3rd, and 8th. Johan Naniwa Lucchesi, Marcus Thorzen Eklof, and Giancarlo Phoenix Mararaya Leho were non-Korean players who accepted Code A seeds. They took part in the August team leagues for the GSL and GSTL together, with players from a Korean professional team, We Made Fox. They created a team, F United, for the team league. It was later discovered that Code S would not have been awarded at that competition, contrary to the belief that Naniwa would have received it for placing 2nd in the national finals at MLG Providence 2011. Since GSL had partnered with IPL, the GSL MLG exchange program is no longer valid. The Naniwa Code S scandal has been mentioned by MLG CEO Sundance Di Giovanni as a potential justification for the partnership's dissolution. Only premium users have access to the Arena of Legends, a unique tournament series. Unlike the offline GSL tournaments, these are typically online tournaments. The first one, which was broadcast on Saturdays and Sundays throughout the month of September 2011, featured 4 specially invited representatives from each race. On November 2nd, 2011, a new Arena of Legends tournament called the Team Ace Invitational was announced. In this tournament, 2 players from each team compete to see who is the strongest ace. On December 27, 2011, Arena of Legends King of Kong, the 3rd Arena of Legends tournament, was announced. It consists of all of the non-champion runner-ups from prior GSL tournaments. And one thing is certain, Eo Soo Yeon-soo is the most entertaining player in the GSL. In 2014 GSL Season 2, he became the first player in history to reach 3 consecutive Code S finals, only to break his own record the following season by reaching a 4th consecutive Code S final. He had advanced to the finals of every GSL in which he reached the round of 8 prior to the 2018 GSL Season 1. Because of his numerous second-place finishes, he has been dubbed a Kong. Cho Maru Songju is the youngest GSL player ever. He won his first game on television when he was 13 years old and has won 4 straight GSLs. He defeated Shin Ragnarok Hebyum in the 2022 GSL Season 3 Championship match this October. The impact that StarCraft and GSL had on the video game industry is nothing short of legendary. You can see it every time there is an esports competition or when you visit Twitch. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, make sure to subscribe to this channel with the bell notification if you enjoy watching our